All right, good morning to everybody who clicked on this video. And if it's not morning where you live, then, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at here. Wanted to discuss these leaked images from the upcoming Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. Last night, I did a video called Goku is Alpha on the channel, and it's a Dragon Ball in depth. I worked really hard on it, and the video's getting a lot of really, really nice comments. And I want to just thank all of you who watched that video. And if you haven't watched it, definitely check it out because I made some really good points on that video, and that's getting a lot of love. And I'm really humbled and emotional at the fact that people were liking it so much. So thank you. I really, really want to thank you for the support. It always means a lot to me. Let's talk about these leaked images from Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 53. I think we're on. The manga chapter will be out in just a couple of days, maybe a day and a half. I think it's going to be out, and I wanted to talk about these leaks a little bit early because they're very interesting, and it's not much, but it is something I think worth talking about. The first image, and just so everybody knows, I'm recording this early in the morning on the East Coast. There's probably going to be more images coming out or being leaked. I'm probably not going to cover those on the channel because the manga chapter's right around the corner, so I feel like covering them when the chapter's almost here is there's no point. But these two I do want to talk about because I find them very, very interesting going forward when it comes to Dragon Ball Super and the story that we have here in the Moro arc. So here we have Vegeta, and he is doing the classic Taoist, I guess you can say, I think it's Taoist or Buddhist pose on top of this pole right here. This is like, I've had people talk about how it's sage mode and, jutsu and all these different things. Of course, in Japan, all these things are rooted in ancient, Eastern philosophy and martial arts. But seeing Vegeta with the Yardrat uniform on, the same one that he kind of made fun of Goku for wearing in Dragon Ball Z, brings me a lot of joy. And to see how focused he is here on learning these techniques is a great, great thing. Now, I want to clarify some things. I did a video with Smugstick a couple of months ago, actually, discussing Vegeta on Yardrat, and one thing we kind of came to an agreement on is that we don't think Vegeta is going to be learning instantaneous movement, otherwise known as instant transmission. A lot of Dragon Ball fans might believe that's the case. I'm not saying it's not the case, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Or if he does learn it, that won't be the only thing he learns, because think about it. Even though instant transmission, teleportation, even though it's a useful technique, right? One of the most useful techniques in Dragon Ball, and Goku's utilized it to his advantage many times, is it really going to be the move that will give them a victory over Moro? I don't believe that's it. I think that Vegeta would have to learn more than just teleportation to beat this guy. I mean, that's not going to do him any good. So the Yardrats are obviously going to be teaching Vegeta a lot more than just that. But here we go. We see him focused and getting ready to learn whatever mysteries they have. And we found out last month that that the Yardrats know a bunch of secret techniques, including how to manipulate spirit energy, as well as they can grow their height. So I would find it pretty interesting if we see like giant Vegeta, not grade 8 Vegeta, but like giant Vegeta. That would be interesting, but I doubt they're going to go in that direction. But I think Vegeta will learn a new technique that we don't even know about that will help him in the fight with Moro. Now, over here in the second manga image, this one's a little bit harder to see, but we have Piccolo fighting this the hit-looking guy from the Galactic Patrol prison, one of Moro's escapees, I guess you can say, that broke out. And Piccolo is using the Makanko Sapo, the special beam cannon. But it's interesting because this guy is using it too. As you can see right here, you see his finger. He is blasting the Makanko Sapo, or he's at least blocking it. You can't really tell there, but it could be one of those things where this character has that ability to mimic moves. We've seen that before. We've seen guys like, Goku and Majin Buu learn the Kamehameha just by seeing it one time. These are like fighting prodigies. And it could be that this guy's one of those guys too. But Piccolo seems to be having a hard time with him. If you remember, the manga chapter left off with the Earth being in danger because Moro sent a bunch of his goons to Earth, and it looks like here we're going to get some Piccolo action. I am personally hoping for some Gohan action. Again, I'm recording this early in the morning on the East Coast. Friday. So there might be some more leaks by the time some of you guys see this video. I don't know that show Gohan, but I am hoping that Gohan does do something here, as well as the other Z fighters, because bringing these goons to Earth is a good chance to kind of give them something to do. It reminds you of Resurrection F when you have Frieza's goons, then everybody got a little bit of shine to do their thing. I would like to see that here in Dragon Ball Super, the next manga chapter. But I just find it interesting that they're having what appears to be it's almost like a beam struggle with the special beam cannon with the Makanko Sapo, and that to me is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the manga chapter. Like I said, I'm not going to delve into this too much further, but I wanted to kind of tell you all about these two images. They're over on the Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/EmperorBigD. Head on over there and you'll get more not really more details, but sometimes I'll post these images early. Sometimes I'll put stuff up there early before I make a video on it. So it's a good way to get news and information early. And to me, this is kind of cool, as a fan of Dragon Ball, seeing Vegeta like this and the mystery of what he's going to learn. This manga chapter is not the end. We got a lot more to go. This arc is way longer than we thought. I thought it was going to be over by now, and it's not. So I think it's going to go into 2020. I really do. Anyways, that's what I think. Let me know what you think. I'd be more than happy to read the comments. And again, thank you for your support. Your comments for the Goku is Alpha video were they hit me very powerfully. And I hope that we can continue to just love Dragon Ball together. I'll talk to you soon.